Hello. Like always, gonna wait till people are on and then we will get started. But welcome back to Red Letter Talk. Alright, I think 2 people are on. I can't see who it is, but hello to... Oh! Hi, Scott! It is Rylee time. Hi, Mary Beach! I'm glad that you are back as well, Mary Beach. Very happy. Like always, we're going to wait just maybe a minute, and then we will get started. So, let's write this down. Hi, Dawn! Just write it down. Hello, Pastor Rick. What's up? All right, I'm just writing this down real quick. Hello, Pam. Okay, so we can just get started, and then, like always, more people can come on. But welcome back to Red Letter Talk with Rylee. And like we have been for about a month or so now, part of this series called Jesus Loves the Least of These. And so it's just going through the different groups that Jesus interacted with and impacted as well, and how we can apply that to now. So we're just going to get right into it, but it's Matthew 8, and it's 1 through 4, and so I'm just going to read it real quick and then explain. So, when Jesus came down from the mountainside, large crowds followed him. A man with leprosy came and knelt before him and said, "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." Jesus reached out his hand and touched the man. "I am willing," he said. "Be clean." Immediately he was cleansed of his leprosy. Then Jesus said to him, "See that you don't tell anyone, but go show yourself to the priest and offer the gift of Moses commanded as a testimony to them." So I'm going to explain a little bit of why that's significant with leprosy and what that means. And so I'm just going to, it's actually in my commentary in my Bible, which is really nice. But it says, leprosy was a terrifying disease because there is no known cure. In Jesus' day, the Greek word leprosy was used for a variety of similar diseases that were forms that could be contagious. For those who contracted the contagious type, a priest would declare them unclean and banish them from their home and city. They were sent to live in a community with others who had the disease until they got better or died. Yet when this man who had leprosy begged Jesus to heal him, Jesus reached out and touched him. And so, hi Erica! I just saw that. So kind of explaining a little bit that leprosy, if you had leprosy, you were banished and pretty much an outcast. You were not allowed to touch anyone because it was contagious. And so you had your own, community of people as well. And hi, Gail. And reading through Matthew 8, 1 through 4, I was just thinking about it, and when I was reading it, it started to dawn on me a lot of how a lot of times when Jesus healed someone in the scriptures, and you could see healings or different things, a lot of times it just seems like he doesn't touch them, right? There's, when he healed the paralyzed man, he just told them to get up and take your mat and walk. And, when Lazarus was dead, Jesus told him to come out. And so he didn't touch him. He just yelled to him, "Come out." And I think it's important that it's not just the fact that Jesus healed the man with leprosy, but I think it's important to know how, why he did it that way. And I think it's beautiful that, because honestly, they weren't allowed to touch the people who had leprosy, though Jesus did anyways, which I just love that, because he knew that he could, and he wasn't going to get the disease, which shows the power of God and power of Jesus that he had. But I think it also shows that, honestly, hi, Miss Barbara, to see a man who probably was not touched, we don't know really anything about him, but thinking about this leper and how probably he hasn't been touched by another human being for so many years, an outcast in front of everyone. When people saw him, it wasn't just, a wave. They usually would try to go the other way. And yet, Jesus didn't just yell to him, stay over there, but you're, we'll heal you, and then I will come, and I will touch you, and I will give you a hug or whatever. But even in the midst of his disease, Jesus touched him. And we know that Jesus could have yelled out, and he would have been healed. But I love that kind of detail, which I think shows, I don't know why this is making me cry, but I think it just shows us that, yes, Jesus heals, but he knows like us, and he knows who we are. And there's many ways that he could have, like we said, healed this man, but to touch him, I think that was to, not so much even just for to show, I'm going to touch him even though people said that I shouldn't or whatever. I think it's so much more to do with the leper, and so much more to do with Jesus's compassion that he has for people. And I was thinking about it in a way of okay, God, for me, what can I take away from that? And I think one is that he is willing. He is willing. But I think also I'm trying to get my words right, so it might take a second. I think also knowing for ourselves and who the Lord is that he isn't afraid of our disease, our mess, whatever it is. And he knows us so personally, but he also wants us healed. But I think also for ourselves, what areas, I know that when Jesus touches my life and has touched my life in a deep way, I'm completely changed. And how that leper was healed, his life completely changed. I mean, he had to change he couldn't live where he lived anymore, probably, we don't really know, but with the other lepers, he moved to probably be with his family again or whoever, and his life completely changed. And how when Jesus touches our lives completely change. And I think just remembering that for ourselves, Lord, when you have something involved with us, there is a change. And yeah, I don't know, I just feel I think just knowing that, I'm sorry, I'm kind of praying while I'm going, but I do think that there might be somebody out there that whatever Jesus has healed, or whatever God has healed in your life, he did that personally for you. That yes, he does heal, and it is, he is a healer, and he heals many people, but he is also so personal to you. And whatever he healed you from, I don't know, it's very personal, and it's very, he didn't just do it to do it, but there's some, not even just purpose, but I think life change in that as well. That, I don't know if that makes any sense, but I just felt like I was supposed to say that, not only does God heal, but he's so personal to us as well, that he knows you and knows us so well that when he heals us, when he, convicts us, when he, hi Sharon, yes, Miss Barbara, when we look straight into his face, everything changes and it's heart to heart. It's so true. And I think that when we allow Jesus, and that's the thing, the leper went up to him, which I think is so beautiful too, of Lord, if you are willing. He knew that Jesus could. He said, you can make me clean. He knew if he was willing to, he could do it. There was no doubt in him. And I think that's so beautiful and bold to do, and how Jesus did that. And so, I don't know, I just feel, the Lord knows you, and I don't know. That's pretty much, sorry, it's a little choppy tonight. I don't know, there's something about that, of about Jesus being so personal to us, and knowing us so well, and knowing those things. And so, I think with that, I'm going to pray us out. But Lord, I just want to thank you so much for who you are, God, and the fact that you heal us, Lord, and not even that, but you just know us, and the fact that you healed the leper, Lord, and in such a way of, and how you touched him, Lord, not even just physically, but his heart, Lord, and just showing him and allowing him to know that he is seen by you, God. And I just pray for anyone out there that does not feel seen by you. That's what it is. I've been trying to figure out the words. Hi, Jackie. Those who just do not feel seen by you, Lord, that is such a lie. That you see them and you know them, and you are not just with them, Lord, but you are for them. And so I just pray whoever just needs to be reminded of the truth of who you are, that you have always loved them and always will, Lord. And I just pray all these things in your name. Amen. Sorry for the break in the prayer, but that's what it is. I think it's just for us to know that we are seen and known by God, and seen and loved by him. And like I was saying about the way that he touched this man, how Jesus knows how to, embrace you. And I think that's a better word, embrace you. And I think that's not just with us, but I know that there's people with family members and different people that I know that you have been praying hard for them to know Jesus. And I just really do feel like I'm supposed to just encourage that Jesus knows, and God knows exactly who they are, and he knows how to bring them to him. And so just trusting that the Lord knows your loved ones, your family members, your kids, your parents, and that doesn't mean for us not to keep praying. I know that, but just to remember that he has them. And so with that, thank you, everyone. Yes, he knows every hair on our head, and it's so true. He knows us. And so, with that, I'll end for tonight. But thank you all for watching, and I will see you next week at 7. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.